Joining us now is Congressman Ted Lieu of the great state of California. He's a member of the Judiciary Committee and the Foreign Affairs Committee, and he was one of the drafters of these articles, of this article of impeachment. Sir, it's great to see you. Thanks for being here tonight.
Thank you, Rachel.
What do you think the American public should understand about what's in this article, why it was crafted in this narrow way, and why it's necessary to impeach, for the first time ever, a president twice?
So let's be clear of what happened. Donald Trump called his supporters to show up on January 6th because that's when Congress was going to formalize his loss and Joe Biden's win. He told his supporters it would be wild. He then gave a speech telling them that the election was stolen. He told them to stop the steal, march down Pennsylvania Avenue, go to the Capitol, and to fight like hell, and they listened. As a result, an armed mob invaded the Capitol, attacked the Capitol, and multiple people died. And the person responsible for inciting this insurrection is Donald Trump. That's why we need to remove him from office as soon as possible.
Congressman Lieu, can you tell me about the process by which you did the initial drafting of these? We've talked to your office about this sort of remarkable circumstance. The actual writing of this article started while you were in hiding, while you were sheltering from the mob at the Capitol.
Yes, so the Capitol Police had evacuated us, and eventually I was able to make it to my colleague David Cicilline's office in the Rayburn House office building. After the momentary fear passed, and we watched in horror the events that happened on January 6th on television, we concluded that we need to remove this president as soon as possible. So Congressman Cicilline and I started drafting these articles, actually this article, along with Congressman Jamie Raskin by remote, and also House Judiciary Committee staff remotely. And we did the article narrowly with the hope of getting GOP support. We don't actually need a lot of evidence here because it's all out in the open. There's no dispute Donald Trump gave a speech, no dispute that there was an attack on the Capitol, no dispute that multiple people died.
It's sort of I said at the outset of the show, this is sort of a self-proving these are self-proving assertions. This is not something where there's a difference of opinion as to whether or not these things all happened. They all happened in public and or on tape. And it's just a matter, essentially, what you're asking your colleagues in the House to vote for is that they rise to the level that a president deserves to be impeached for them. Do you expect any Republican support, or should we expect that this will be a party line vote?
We are hoping for GOP support because, again, this article was crafted narrowly to try to gain GOP support. I also note that what happened that day is that this mob was trying to assassinate Speaker Pelosi, trying to hang Vice President Pence. They were hunting for lawmakers of both parties. That's got to weigh in on these Republican legislators' minds. At least I hope so. So we do hope we'll get some GOP support.
Congressman Ted Lieu of the great state of California, one of the members of Congress who drafted this article of impeachment against President Trump. The next 48 hours are going to be a remarkable time in Congress as this article goes before the House. Thanks for helping us understand it tonight, sir.
Thank you, Rachel.
All right, we've got much more to get to tonight. Stay with us.
Busy, working, parenting, problem solving. At New Chapter Vitamins, we've been busy too, innovating, sourcing organic ingredients, testing them, and
going to impact as you now and these incentives are so powerful, they can apparently erase someone's memory. Case in point, Congress issue and litmus test. It's ammunition to weaponize and wield against other Republicans. And these incentives are so powerful. He will, right? Because he understands the same thing Lee Stefanik does. He understands that doing so is a useful wedge issue and litmus test. Not. Against other Republicans.